Yo, welcome to the Threezo Show. It's Monday night. I'm your host, Threezo. This your host, Mona. This how we do it. We get it in. We already talked about sports. We already talked about entertainment. If you missed that, go back and watch the pre-recorded videos, baby. Because we about to get into relationships. I'm the love doctor. This the love doctor.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Moose.
Oh, well, he like being called that. I'm going to forward you the business opportunity for this. That's so hilarious. I was just telling the wife a joke about
that Nigerian prince.
Nigerian, yeah. I was just telling the wife about
I already get plenty of those. I was kind of looking forward to the pictures. So you work that camera and find the damn angle.
We almost messed up. We didn't talk about the...
Moving on. Moving on.
Oh, we skipped it. Sorry, guys. We're going to talk about some
they
stuff.
really wanted it.
Yeah, that was a good topic. They got skipped. All right. Everybody, it's time to talk. Where's my sad music? Damn it. All right. So.
Sad music.
Let me find the sad music. How do we get this segment started? With Why I Love You. Can we play some? Can y'all hear this if I play this? Let me play it. It's real low. This is a bootleg. Remember when y'all used to hold up recorders?
It's like,
I used to play. Y'all know that Kanye and Jay-Z? Okay. That was your intro. So, are you available? Are you single? Are you dating?
I'm completely single.
Okay, so you're completely single. And how long have you been single?
And mingling. A while.
Don't say what happened, please.
No, I was about to do. No, yeah, I've been single for a while. I dated this guy for like 3 months of my life, and that was pretty much it.
Are we gonna call him Kurt, or you want to call him?
We'll call him the devil incarnate.
Ew.
How about that? You can already tell where this story is going.
Right. So, yeah. So you dated him from when to when? First of all, how'd you meet him?
Okay, so I met this guy at a bar. This typical situation.
These two guys walk into a bar.
One of them was Middle Eastern, the other one was Puerto Rican. And no, for real, they were. So, I was at a bar hanging out just with a roommate, and typical night. And I saw this guy, and he was, looking good, whatever. So I talked to him, hit it off. We went home. And I was fine with that. Moving on. Like, it was a one-night deal and whatever, right?
Lucky guy, right? Yeah.
The same. So...
No drama, no stress?
Yeah, no stress, whatever. I was not expecting to hear from this guy ever again. You're courteous and you exchange phone numbers and whatnot. And so anyway, I kept hearing from him, and he kept calling and texting and calling and texting. So I was like, all right, well, he was interested in a relationship, so I went ahead and I was like, fine, I'll give you a chance, whatever. So
where were you at as far as relationships go? Did you want a relationship?
I really didn't. I really wasn't that interested in one, but I was like, this guy is like literally after me for a relationship, so why not give it a chance? Like, what is my excuse for pushing him away,
So when you first, like the first night y'all met, you was just like physically cool,
yeah.
I'm interested, I'm available, I'm in the mood,
yeah,
and you were okay with that was the end of it.
That was the end of it.
Right.
Move
okay.
On.
But he was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. You gotta stay around, gotta keep in touch, gotta get to know you.
Exactly. So it was like constant text messaging, constant calling.
And
can I see you again? When can I see you again?
At the time?
Yeah, I was. I mean,
right.
Here and there, but not anything. Like, it was totally nothing special with anybody at all.
But he didn't want you dating those other guys. He kind of wanted all your time.
He did end up wanting all my time, and once I gave him a chance, he was like literally at my apartment all the time, hanging out with me all the time, on my phone all the time. So, yeah, he did take up a lot of my time.
Right.
So, which, I was like, fine, we're in this relationship,
you did
whatever.
Reluctantly.
Kind of reluctantly, kind of was like, I have nothing else going on, so why not?
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it happened. Whatever. Stalker. Yeah, I know. After a while, it was kind of a stalker-ish kind of mode. But anyway, he had mentioned that what he did for work was like really intense, and he was trying to start this company. So I was like, cool. I'm not the kind of chick that's like after you 24/7, as you can tell. He was the one that was kind of always after me. Like,
right.
I'm not. You don't call me for 2 or 3 days. I'm like, whatever. Like,
you're okay with that.
I'm okay with that, you know. And so yeah, he was busy with his work, and that's fine, not a big deal. And then
you said he was working out of town, right?
Well, he told me this was like the second month, at the beginning of the month, and he said, I'm going out of town for 2 weeks for work. And I was like, cool, whatever. I said, as long as you try and communicate while you're gone, that's cool with me.
He said, how long was, I'm sorry, how
2
long?
weeks.
2 weeks, oh, okay.
So he communicated with me every day via text message. He actually called me like 3 times the whole time that he was away. And yes, gives in, she'll give in if you hound her.
Right, exactly.
It's true, that's how my parents got married.
Bug. Hey you,
like,
hey
fine, now get in.
Exactly.
Anyway, so yeah, he got busy. He went for 2 weeks out of town. I was cool with it. He did communicate. He did call. Whatever. I think he even sent me apparently a picture of where he was at. I was like, cool. And he came back. He came over all the time. He kept, So we kept the relationship.
At this point, this was what, month number 3?
This was month number 2, going on month number 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then on month number 3, it was kind of getting more and more apparent that he was getting busier and busier and busier, and I was seeing him less and less and less. Right. So I was like, this isn't working for me. I feel that I have more relationship with my phone than I do with you in person. It was like literally text messaging nonstop, and I was like, I feel really close to my phone right now.
Right.
So I kind of was like, he came over that one night, and we talked, and I was like, this really isn't working. It's cool if we need to break it off. It's not a big deal. And he's like, no, we'll work it out, blah, blah. Anyway, it was kind of like not real clear how we left it. And he left that day, and for some reason, I was like, I always research people before I go out with them. Right. So I had done my research. I do online dating. I do, right. and but even when I didn't, I'd always research people. Like I Google them at least, and like
because you're pretty good
images and come up, go on their Facebook.
And we talked about that Googling, researching people, season 2, episode 3. Check it out.
Yes, research people, and jobs do it. Why not me if I'm dating somebody?
Right.
So I had researched him, but that night I decided for some reason after he left, I was like, well, I'm gonna go on Facebook and look at some stuff some more.
Right.
So what I did was so I found some stuff, and I found this new person that had his last name, and I was like, oh, maybe it's someone he family, married into the family or something. It's a new person
on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Right.
I look at the picture closer and closer and closer, and it's really like it's looking like him a lot.
What time is this?
This was like at midnight.
At midnight, on like a Tuesday or something.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I was like, man, it's really looking like him. I'm making myself crazy. I feel like I'm being psycho. So I go and I wake up my roommate, and I'm like, roommate.
Oh, and that's not psycho.
Like, whatever, she was awake already. And I was like, hey, does this look like him? And she was like, kind of. And I was like, no way. Like, this picture that I saw on Facebook was like a married couple. Like, it was a wedding picture. And so it was their sides, so you couldn't really tell if it was them or not.
Right, you just saw
anyway, I was just like, interesting. It really kind of looks like him. So the next day, so I sent that chick that I found, I sent it her from a fake Facebook. I sent her
You took the time, don't gloss over that. So you took the time to create a fake Facebook profile.
Yeah, because what if it wasn't him? Then I don't want to be. Anyway. So yes, I had a fake Facebook.
So this is when that's like when things start to turn. Like there are certain points when we notice our behavior goes from, well, I just think, and now I'm gonna.
Yeah, that's what happened. Look, you're just listen to the damn story. So I sent the wife you know, apparently the wife or this chick that's married to this guy that happens to look like the guy I'm dating, you know, sit in this mansion. I was like, is this your husband? If it is, we need to talk.
Okay, pause. We'll be back in a second. I'm sorry.
Bum, bum, bum.